Hi Taurus, this is your weekly reading. This reading is for the week of February 4th to February 10th, 2019. That's a Monday to Sunday. Welcome back, yay! Alright, so let's jump right in. This is JJ with a Compassionate Heart School. Let's jump right in. So, Taurus, my lovely Taurus people, for the week of February 4th to the 10th, I see that there's going to be... all my readings seem to be love related, right? I see that you are in a relationship or there's a connection with somebody. I don't really feel that you're together with this person. I don't feel like there's a committed relationship, but there's something there that maybe you guys have been talking. Maybe for some of you, this person is not in the same place as you. Maybe it's long distance. But either way, there's somebody out there who wants you. And I feel that it seems a little one-sided. And one-sided in a sense that this person is ready. They're like, dude, what's going on? I need you. I want you. I'm ready. I mean, I like you. But you're still in this place where you're wondering whether to give yourself, whether to give this kingdom, whether to give of yourself to this person. I see that there's a disconnect. There seems to just be a disconnect for you when it comes to this person. When I say a disconnect, I don't mean a disconnect between the two of you per se. I mean a disconnect within yourself. It's like my heart is thinking one thing and my mind is thinking one thing and my body's doing another thing. It's like where you may feel all over the place, and because of that you're not able to make a decision. Well, there's a message that's going to come in for you. Perhaps this is the message here, or it's going to come, and either way, whatever you hear here, look for evidence in your environment through other ways, because that's always a good way to validate, right? But the message here that you've been waiting for, you've been kind of distanced. You've been separating yourself from this person. You've been in hermit mode, regardless of how much, how much you've been reaching out to them, how many messages you've sent. They could feel that you've been distant. For some of you, if you are in a relationship where you're together and there's sex involved, they might feel that you are not as sexually into them as much anymore, and that's because you've just been so caught up in thinking about whether this is the way to go. Now, I just felt as I said that part of me wants to pull my crown out, the crown for marriage. When this comes out, which is really a ring, it's lovely. When this comes out, we're not playing around, right? Part of me wants to pull that out and put it back. And the reason why I don't feel like placing it is because it's almost like to give me the message to tell you Taurus people, you guys, hey, I know you're like, I'm in between two minds about this person. Should I commit? Should I not? The fact that you're even thinking about this makes you think that maybe this isn't the right one for you. But I would ask you to consider the fact that you're even considering this question. Maybe this is the right one for you. Maybe you are blocking it, for whatever reason. Either way, a message is going to come for you that you've finally been waiting for. You've been out there waiting, like it's almost like you're waiting for someone to make this decision for you, or to give you a sign. Some of you may be waiting for a sign from the heavens to open up, and like I feel that you've been waiting for a while. So I have to be honest, I'm seeing that for a lot of you Taurus people who this resonates with, this person has been waiting for quite some time, and I feel that you've kind of been putting them on ice, or you've put this relationship or this connection with them on ice, or it's gone so slowly that we can all say that it's pretty much on ice. And whether you're aware of it or not, this has led to some heartbreak, significant, I would say. If we're considering a three star heartbreak, you're definitely a 2 at this time. All right, where you're just causing a lot of stress for this other person. But at the same time, I'm seeing that Spirit is telling you and directing you to take your time and to wait for as long as you need. And maybe that there are other matches for you, or just whatever, and just if you feel that way, then take your time. Right? This could be the person for you, but it may not. I don't know. But it's interesting because this is definitely a possible match for you, okay? And the reason why I say that is, take a look here. Hopefully you can see it because I have lovely sunlight filtering in. If you look here, this is you waiting for illumination on whether or not to pull the not pull the cord, but whether or not to move forward, that's more what it is, with this love relationship. And you're thinking like, are there other matches for me, whether or not you'll admit it to other people. You're thinking about that, right? Here, this is a possible match for you. I'm not getting information as to how big the bird is or how strong it is to show that this is the best match for you. I don't know. And part of me hates doing Taurus readings because I'm in love with a Taurus, okay? And this is my story. So, imagine having to read for your own person and just, trying not to cry or just whatever while you're reading it. But either way, the point is, Spirit is telling you and directing you to take your time. Okay, they're saying that you're going to be happy with the time that you take because it's going to lead to something really great and really awesome for you, and you're just going to be so amazed and happy. I'm seeing this here. And they're saying that it might be worth the time that you're taking, and it might be worth the tears and the heartbreak and the heartache that you're causing the other person. So we don't know how that's gonna come out. So cross watchers, if you're watching, I'm sorry, it sucks, but I do want to ask you, have you not learned a lot of lessons about being patient, about learning to love yourself, about learning to let go, about so everybody's learning here. What I'm seeing, there is a message that Spirit has for you. And perhaps this is the message that they're showing in this card. But Taurus, what I'm seeing here is that they're saying that you are actively, whether you know it or not, you're actively building and sowing oats right now. You are creating your story right now. And this kind of goes back to what I got from your last week's weekly reading, where they were like, you were hanging out and thinking that the best thing to do was to be in the hanged man position, to not take any action. But they were showing that that was actually not the best move to make, because while they're suggesting that you take time to think about it, your inactivity was actively creating circumstances. So their warning to you is to be mindful that whether or not this person is the one you want to be with, always remember that when there are other people involved, when you put them out to pasture, you're actively karmically sowing seeds, and I don't want to say seeds of discontent, but whatever you sow, you're going to have to lay in. So what does that mean? That means, for example, and I'm seeing this horse here just waiting for you to make, I'm sorry, can you see with the sunlight? Waiting for you to make a decision while you're doing this, but karmic trench. So what's happening is that while you're waiting, maybe they're learning certain things that are not the best. Like, for example, they're internalizing your weight as maybe they're not good enough, maybe there's somebody else that you'd rather be with, things like that. And so if you eventually do decide to return to them or to take this relationship to the next level with more commitment, you may find yourself looking into the eyes of someone you have finally decided to be with and never being able to convince them that they're your number one. So because you just the way that you acted really put some nails in a coffin. So please, that's what Spirit is. I think there's a message there for you with that. Okay, so be mindful of how you go about this. All right. They're also, hi Taurus. Oh dear God, I just got a message and it completely threw the whole phone off. So let's continue where we are. Hopefully I'll be able to edit that out. If not, then sorry. All right, let's continue. So they're also saying that you are at a place, oh, that was an important point. Let me repeat that whole thing. They're also saying that you are very indecisive right now about what it is that you should do with respect to this relationship. And there's good reason for that, because you're at a place in your life, make sure this is running, okay? You're in a place in your life where you are being asked to make a serious decision that could have, that sets up the rest of your life, so to speak. So that alone should tell you that this person is very important in your life. So this person could, for example, if you decide to commit to them, this could lead to a long-term commitment with marriage, family, children, all of that stuff, houses, whatever it is that you would have with that life. And that means that you would be you wouldn't be doing anything else. That's the path your life would take. Now, if you decide to give up on that path, this contract, or to say no to this contract that you had, then it would let that part die, and it would open up another contract with somebody else, or you may end up being alone, or just whatever it is that you are deciding to do. So Spirit is saying that's it. So thank you, Spirit. So they're asking you to take your time, because taking your time will lead you to a good way to but taking your time will lead you to a positive way of moving forward, and it will give you the information that you need. However, they're saying to be mindful of how you do that, because you don't want to hurt people along the way. Okay? All right. Jeez. Okay. Not gonna get mad about the phone cutting off. All right. Let's continue. Right here, they're showing you, if you can see here, God bless you. Bye-bye. Ta-da. Sorry, it's very sunny, and we love the sun, so let's take advantage of the sun as it's here. They're showing here, that's you, the Hermit. They are literally presenting this partner to you, and there she is sitting in all her glory for you to make a decision. They're saying to think about this person. You know, and I wish I had like more information to actually tell you yes or no. And you probably don't want to hear that from my personal opinion, because my answer is going to be yes, because I'm in love with a Taurus, and this seems to be the situation going on. But I feel that Spirit is not coming through with a yes or no in this case. It is your decision to make, they're saying. And I just felt guided to tell you earlier that this could be a Nine of Cups situation for you, where you are, that's your king or queen, you know, but it's really depends on you. So please take your time, but be mindful of the karmic footprint that you're leaving. You don't want to leave anyone in the lurch, you know, so don't think I can take forever, because I'm sure that you cannot, okay? All right? So please forgive me for, well, I didn't do anything, but, you know, the video was interrupted, and I'm going to do my best to edit it, but we'll just see what ends up happening, okay? So if you'd like more information, you know, deeper, more insightful reading for you in particular, please check the description box below, and my information is there, okay? Thank you so much, Taurus, and have a lovely, lovely, lovely week. Bye.